This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. President of the Bahamas Olympic Committee, Wellington Miller, has been appointed to the Technical Committee for the Pan American Sports Organization. PASO is an international organization which represents all national Olympic committees within the Americas region.
You know, when I sit around the table, I don't sit around the table as Wellington Miller. I sit around the table as I would like to be sit around the table as the Bahamas representative, so that any good that come out of it, and I'm going to strive for good to come out of it, because I'm going to be active at the table. I'm going to participate at all discussion, and hopefully good things come about it, and the Bahamas be the great beneficiary in the year to come. June 8th, we meet in Miami. Pan Am Sports made up of many countries, and you're going to look at how many countries in the Pan Am Sports. And then the two is to improve our sporting development, so that's a lot of costs, I guess we will be adding to that. And to elevate the need and create new multi-sports event. That's probably another event that we have to look at. Define sports as a technical program. That's one that we're going to just go through the sports and define it and give it do the technical program. Study the best way to integrate and to aid and receive Olympics solidarity.
After being elected the Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama and being appointed a Parliamentary Secretary, the question arises of whether or not Iram Lewis will still be an executive in the Bahamas Olympic Committee. This is what the BOC president had to say about that.
You have the president of the Olympic Committee in Antigua and Barbuda. Is a member of Parliament, cabinet minister. So you remember Arlington was a cabinet minister and president of the Bahamas Olympic Committee. We have a senator in St. Lucia and a cabinet minister, and she's president of the St. Lucia Olympic Committee. You know, it's not new. We had it in Trinidad. The person was part of the Olympic Committee, so that don't deter you. I don't think the IOC have anything against that, as long as you don't get it involved in your politics.
The Providence Softball Association back on the diamond last night. Sunshine Auto Wildcats taking on the Platinum Pool Sharks. Down 5-0 in the bottom of the third. The Sharks batted around the clock to take a 6-5 lead. Wildcats not about to lie down though. In the top of the fifth with 2 runners on, Larica Russell would hit a shot to deep left center field. The ball rolls to the fence and Russell has wheels. She would come all the way around for an in-the-park home run. Cats regained the lead and never looked back, en route to a 12-7 victory. Michael Carey Jr. has finished up his college basketball eligibility with the Wagner Seahawks, and it's been a road filled with ups and downs.
Pretty much it was a journey. You know, I came out of high school as a highly doubted top 100 recruit. Had to go to Spain for a year because I didn't want to go to junior college. So then I decided to go to junior college and wound up at Wagner.
And how has play at Wagner been?
It's also had its ups and downs. You know, just pretty much just life. It started off kind of rough, but I guess I kind of got some accolades from it. So now I'm rocking again.
What to now?
You know, put my name in the draft. You know, see how that goes and just test my luck. From what I was getting feedbacks and stuff, I think I've done a good enough job. You know, me being an international god, it kind of gives me like a leverage. First and foremost, I trust in God as most, and the most I can get right now, sneak in the second round.
From the minor league baseball diamond last night, a big outing for Lucius Fox. He went 3 for 6 with a double, a stolen base, 3 runs batted in, and 2 runs scored in Bowling Green's 12-9 win over Fort Wayne. Elsewhere, Anthony Seymour 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored for Florida. They won over Clearwater 4-1. Champ Stewart came on as a pinch runner and had a stolen base for Binghamton. They lost to Trenton 4-3. Meantime, Todd Isaacs went hitless for the second game in a row as Lake County won over Lansing 9-4. Pro boxer Torino Johnson continuing to get ready for his world title eliminator. Johnson is currently managed by his wife, and he spoke about why he decided to take this route.
I've been through the experience of dealing with a lot of unscrupulous business in a sport of boxing. And boxing can be a very complex business, because boxing is a business. In fact, more than a business, it's a lifestyle. And so I thought it would have been best, in which it had turned out tremendously great for myself, you know, to have my wife as my manager, along with myself with a bit of experience that I already hold in dealing with some legal issues in the management process. And hey, you know, it all turned out for the best of my interest, regardless of the hard times I had before. Right now, it's about to look brighter.
The Dan Marino and Friends Bahamas Weekend 2017 attracted some big-name former Miami Dolphins, and all of those we spoke to agreed it's better in the Bahamas.
Bahamas is always welcoming. It's always a great time here. It's like a second home for us. I've come here so many times, so it's nice to come down and have a chance to play a little football with the guys and see the kids this morning with the clinic and all that. So it was a really good trip.
It gets to a point where you get here, I'm sorry, I was in the water all day. I had a great day on the water, and you just say to yourself, I mean, you can't have a bad day here, man. In all seriousness, if you're in the Bahamas, besides this great stuff, we love coming out. I'm either personally or with the team once or twice a year. It's a blast here. It's the people. It's everything, man.
Man, I love it. I've been coming here for 45 years. I mean, this is what it's all about. You know, the great food, the great culture, but even more so the great people, the hospitality, and the way we're treated when we come here. You know, every one of my guys, everybody that's come on the trip has said, hey, man, this has been the best trip we've been on in a long time. So we look forward to coming back and look forward to doing this again. And I know the Bahamian team is going to start to practice a little bit more to get ready for it, so that next time it'll be a little closer game.
From here, the Dolphins now look ahead to the new season, and after last year's playoff run, expectations are higher.
You know, the thing is that when you watch them now, especially when they got some good receivers now, and, you know, I'm going to be looking at them this year because I think you're going to expect a lot of great things.
And that'll do it for sports. Stay tuned, checking weather still to come.